Hey guys, we got a good one today. Today we're going to talk about the most underrated piece of gear that you could own. So let's just say for a minute that all you have is a camera and you're looking to buy your first piece of gear. What would you buy? Pause the video right now and leave it in the comments. What would your first piece of gear be? While you're there, you might want to subscribe and hit that like button as well. Okay, so my answer might be the same as yours, it might not. You might be surprised at my answer, but I'm going to tell you why I give you the answer that I do. So the piece of gear that you should buy first is a tripod. Why? Well, for one, the tripod gives you your most bang for your buck. They're relatively inexpensive, but they allow you to do so many different things. A tripod is, in my opinion, the most versatile piece of camera gear you will ever buy. Just so that I don't forget any of the points, I've made some notes on my phone, so we'll go through them together. The first thing that a tripod is helpful for is visual effects. If you want to add any type of visual effect to your shot, then having it locked off on a tripod is essential. The reason for that is when you add something, the scale, the angle, the movement has to be correct. It has to look like it was interacting with the scene. To do that, you will likely have to track movement of something in your scene and then attach your visual effect, your graphic, your text, whatever, to that. So if you wanted to do that and your shot is locked off on a tripod, that's very easy to do because your software now has a point of reference. Nothing else is moving, so it's very easy to track the movement of that one thing that you're trying to attach your visual effect to. If you had that same shot handheld, then all the little movements and jitters in your hand that show up in your footage make it a nightmare or sometimes just plain impossible to track something properly. You might end up having to try to stabilize the footage before you can add that. But by stabilizing it, you've downgraded it because you have to crop in to try to make the horizon line seem stable and then try to track. So it becomes very difficult, and if the tracking is not done properly and you try to add something in, it just won't look right. So visual effects of any kind make it essential to lock your shot off on a tripod. The other thing that a tripod is very helpful for is when filming yourself. Now with a video like this, it's pretty easy because I'm not really moving. I'm just sitting in front of the camera talking. So any type of interview, obviously a tripod is necessary, but that's pretty easy. But what if you wanted to film yourself doing something? You're by yourself, you have an idea for a video, but you have no one to be in front of the camera. So you have to be in front of and behind the camera at the same time. A tripod is your best friend. It allows you to get a variety of angles, of camera heights, so you can still have variety in your shot, even though you're the only one there. No other piece of camera gear is going to allow you the freedom to be able to do that like a tripod would. And the other thing is, you can add movement to the shot afterwards in post, so if you don't want every shot to just be a static shot, you can fix that in post as well. The other thing a tripod allows you to do is to always have a usable shot. You're not going to have any shakes or anything in your footage that make it unusable if every shot is locked off on a tripod. So when in doubt, get the safe shot. Lock it off on a tripod, get that shot. And then if you want to try some handheld things or some other shots that might be a little bit more risky, at least you always have a safety net to fall back on with your tripod shot. So those are a couple of the reasons why I think a tripod is the most versatile piece of camera gear and a piece of camera gear that you should, by all means, purchase first. Before you try to go after gimbals, sliders, drones, a tripod is going to be way more useful to you. In a future video, just to highlight that, we'll show you 3 simple things that you can do with a tripod that'll help you to see just how versatile it is. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you got something from this video or you enjoyed it. Share it with someone who you think might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss another video. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.